All right, what's up, guys? Good morning. What's up, Yaguari, KK, Cali Kush, good morning. Chad, good morning. LB, good morning. And Norsale, good morning. So yesterday there was a huge move on GLMD. It was about 500% or so. Very nice move throughout the entire day, just continuing to move higher. It's been a long time since we've seen a nice move like this, but since then, looks like we've given back about more than 50% of the move. So, not the best. So we'll see if we get some good continuation. Yeah, we do have the rate cuts coming later today, likely. Probably 25 or 50 basis points later today around 2. And looks like we have the press conference as well at 2:30. Yeah, so at 2:30 press conference, and then 2 p.m. is the rate decision. So we might get some more attention over in large caps, but because we had this massive move, it seems like we're getting some decent sympathy today so far. PRTG, for example, this one went from 5 to 20 already, early in the morning. LUNR, this thing went from 5 to 9. W buy, this one went from 13 cents to 29 cents. So it looks like we're getting some very decent sympathy momentum off of GLMD. So lots of good action so far. Although most of the action Lunar was that after hours? Yeah, it looks like that was after hours yesterday, and then PRTG was just too early in the day, in the morning for me. My broker doesn't come online till 7, so I couldn't trade this at all. But for those really early morning traders, hopefully you guys got some PRTG. Skull, what's up, gangsta? Yo, Peter, good morning. And Napoleon Stallion. You over there in Nepal? Maybe over there in Nepal, trading from Nepal, from the mountains. Cheers. The lunar's going to the lunar landing on the moon. Hell yeah. Why no recaps lately? Yeah, I don't want to be doing recaps anymore. I mean, if you guys want my live recording, it's on MMU. If you guys sign up for MMU Diamonds, you get it included. Or if you just want to pay for my archives alone, it's like, it comes out to about like $12 a month or so. But yeah, I'm done doing recaps because the video is pretty much irrelevant after the day. And it's not good for the algorithm. I want to grow my YouTube channel a bit. And I want to make videos that are relevant over a longer period of time. Yeah, maybe I'll do like a recap on like a specific trade. Like if I have a nice huge trade or a huge red trade or something, maybe I'll recap that or review that, or just explain the setup and teach the setup, because maybe that video will be more relevant over a longer time. If I teach like the setup of like a halt level setup, or a 5-minute setup, or the 1-minute pullback. Yeah, I mean, me and Tim were already part of. We were already friends before MMU even started. Like it's like coming back 2 or 3 years ago. Like we already knew about each other. We were already friends prior to them making MMU. So it was like kind of like more of a collaborative thing than like them scooping us up. All right, so let's go through the scans here. PRTG leading gapper here up 160 168% float. PRTG. 1 million share float here on PRTG. So nice low float. Nice low float. Like we've seen already, a huge move, so we know this thing's got legs. I thought you were drafted like MLB players, and then you. Nah, we already knew each other. We were already friends in the community. Yeah, we all met in the RT Discord chat like 3-4 years ago when it was free, when it was small. We were like the only guys in there. Only a few of us. Crispy too. Crispy Tim, Marcelo, RT. It was like just like only a handful of guys back then. Back like 3 years ago. That's how we all met. I mean, Tim. I don't even think Tim was profitable. I was barely profitable. I don't think Tim was profitable. I think Marcelo was like a break-even trader. RT was pulling a couple, like 100, 200 a day. Maybe 3, you know. That's how it all started. But yeah, PRTG, do we have news? We gotta stay on track here. We got about 15 minutes to the open, so we gotta get through this gap scan. I don't see any news on PRTG, so it's likely just sympathy. It's a 1 million share float, so low float. Price already at $12, so let's see the spread on this thing. 5 cents, 10 cents, 6 cents. So, you know, this thing's going to have a big spread here at the open. So you're going to want to be careful of that. PRTG. Daily chart. Curling back up all the way up to, we went up to 21, right? 2081. All the way up here to 2081, breaking all these highs. I'd be surprised if we get back up to 20. So our levels, I'll draw our levels intraday, since I doubt we're going to get up to 20 again. We might have a good opening range on it, but that's about it. Maybe a small front side, but I don't think it's going to get back all the way up. So we have a decent pivot here at 1360s. Another level here at 17s. 1730 and then 2081. So I'll just draw our levels there. So that's that's PRTG. Next leading gapper here is W buy. So penny stock on W buy. I pull 50 a day, live like a king in Nepal. Hell yeah, that's the way to go, man. It's the way to go. How's the latency over there in Nepal? Is it noticeable? I know it's got to be over 200. It's probably between 200 and 300 for the latency to the New York Stock Exchange. Wonder if you have any issues with that. Drew Marsh, good morning. Good morning. PRTG already too expensive. Yeah, I mean, it's already on the expensive side, but it can still give good opportunity. So W buy, let's see here. Do we have news? It is the 18th of September. No news. We have news yesterday. Revenue. But there was no price action when the news came out. He says scalping is hard with latency, but I just trade the best setups. Yeah. W buy. No news. Large floats, probably. Let's see. 49 million share floats, but it is a 25-cent share stock, so who knows. If this thing gets attention, it probably could move. Our next level here would probably be 32. Where's our 200? 200's nowhere to be seen, huh? 200 EMA. Yeah, that's quite a ways away. Yeah, it seems like if you have latency, it seems like you have to kind of look for you have to trade the actual pattern. A little bit of a longer hold time instead of just kind of scalping the level 2, or else the latency will kind of ruin the trade. But it could still, it could still definitely works. You just got to have a different mindset and a different alteration to your strategy for sure. That seems like what you got to do. Could be a good thing or a bad thing, So next level would probably be, after that, 42. So 42 cents. Or 45 cents. Somewhere in there. Next stock here, LUNR. LUNR, do we have news? Intuitive Machines. Intuitive Machines stock soars boosted by NASA contract worth up to $4.8 billion. Crazy. I think it's a pretty decent catalyst. Contract with NASA. Wow. Okay. I like it. I think this one may be the attention grabber for today. It's the only one that has news so far that we've looked at. But there's one problem, actually. The float is 41 million shares. So that's already... I take back everything I just said. 41 million shares is just a little bit too much. I don't think this is going to move like a low float stock. An $8 stock with 41 million shares. The market cap is over $1 billion. Yesterday, the stocks we were trading had a market cap under 10 million. So that's a fraction. That is a small fraction of what this stock is. So LUNR, if the market cap's 1 billion, it's going to take a lot of money to move this stock like a low float. When the market cap's under 10 million, heck man, like even small investors could move the stock with just a few million. But yeah, this thing is going to need like hundreds of millions of dollars to move the stock. So Lunar, it could move, but it's going to be more of a slower drawn out kind of action for sure. Unless it's got major we at the open, I'm sure we'll get the most volume on it. So maybe at the open, I'm sure it could have some legs, but as we get farther away from the open, the range is going to get tighter, and it's going to take longer to make the move. I mean, we even here, like, it was more of like a grinding kind of action. It's a little bit more of a grinding kind of action. It did work, like it did move, but for scalpers, it could be a kind of a headache. So maybe more favorable for longer hold times. But of course, as the news comes out, we got a huge spike in volume, 450,000 shares. It's crazy in after hours, which caused the move. A nice $2 move in 2 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if we get sort of similar range here at the open if we do get that massive volume, 1 million, 2 million 2 million shares per 1 minute candle. You could see decent drawn out move, but it's gonna tighten up quickly after the open. So kind of similar to what we saw in ZNTL on Monday. ZNTL massive range at the open, and then after 15 minutes of the open, the volume started to dwindle a little bit. The range got really tight, really hard to scalp because it was a larger float. All right, so after that, we have NVVE. NVVE, the reason I like this one, even though it's a low volume, and this is why I completely missed GLMD early in pre-market. I don't think I reviewed GLMD yesterday because it was this type of action, because it was low volume. I can even go back. GLMD. It was really low volume. I think I looked at it and I was like, I don't even like it because the volume is so low. It's like barely even any price action. And then it turned out to be the biggest mover probably of the month. And that's because of that volume. But what I missed from analyzing that further is the float. The float was sub 1 million shares. Sub 1 million shares, it doesn't matter if the pre-market chart is no volume. If it's on the gap scan, you have to keep it on your watch list because traders love stocks with floats under 1 million. Just because they'll trade it just because it has a stock float under 1 million. That's the news catalyst. It doesn't have to be a news catalyst. The news catalyst is that the supply is so small that the thing could just go to the stratosphere. So NVVE, let's take a look at the float. NVVE, 630,000 shares. Market cap $3.9 million. One person could buy this company. 3.9 million market cap. GLMD was a 630K float as well. Same float, same price that was on GLMD. Same price, right around 5 and 6. NVVE, same around 5 and 6. So similar attributes, similar pre-market chart so far, similar float, and similar market cap. This could be the real sympathy at the open here. Similar daily chart, let's take a look. Similar daily chart, kind of curling up off the lows. We're going to have some resistance here at 7 and 8 in this sort of box area. Right around, actually up to 9. So this is going to be a level I'm going to want to see break here on NVVE. And then maybe we can see a move. Heck, up to 17. We could. I wouldn't be surprised. So NVVE has potential. GLMD, what was that that chart looking like before this move? Similar chart. Kind of just beaten down a little bit and starting to curl up. Had a sort of that flat top with a lot of room up to that next level. Then we just, once we exploded through this level here around 6 or 7, it was gone. So very similar. I want to keep an eye on this. I think this could be potential. So keep an eye on NVVE. This one could be sympathy. Just wait for the volume first because there is literally zero volume. You don't want to trade this right now. But at the open, if you get that huge volume spike, you definitely want to look it up. So good luck for the main watch here at the open. I guess LUNR, we do have increasing volume here coming into the open. So maybe we'll get a good range here at the open on LUNR for the first 10 to 15 minutes. But the range is likely to tighten up because of it's a larger float. And we'll want to shift my attention elsewhere. So so that's kind of my plan here. I mean, these other stocks, WBuy, kind of fading a little bit. Maybe GLMD. I mean, this one has bottom bounce potential here off 10. So maybe GLMD, PRTG. I mean, maybe this one after a couple minutes into the open. Volume isn't increasing into the open, so I don't think we're going to get the opening surge on it. I think we have a more potential for the opening surge on LUNR because of the increasing volume kind of bouncing off VWAP here and holding a kind of an upward trend here. And I think NVVE is going to need some time. Could need some time. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. PRTG might need some time. Yeah, so LUNR is going to be my main watch. I mean, W buy too. I mean, this one's trending up. Penny stocks. Sometimes I do well in penny stocks. So if this one's also a volume leader or attention leader, I'll trade it. You know, I'll trade it even though it's cheaper. I can still make money on it for sure. So good luck. Follow your rules. Make sure you drop that like, subscribe if you're new. Follow your rules. Yeah, follow your rules. Your risk management. Make sure you trade to live another day. And good luck. I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace.